Should we do a pose?
Let's do a thumbnail before we start.
Thumbnail.
Thumb. Nail. I'm going to be like, oh no, we could just smile. You two could be kissing and I could be like, or like, don't want to. Okay. How do I start this? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've brought my sister and her wife. Is this the first time you've sat down in a video?
It is.
Oh wait, Vicky, last time you filmed with me you kept kicking the microphone. So make sure you
Put your leg
Show
up.
my big leg.
This isn't a Christmas themed video, but I don't really care. Well actually, Christmas is about love, coming together and budgeting. You're gonna be sick.
Sorry, I thought I was going to throw up there for a little bit.
How long have you been married now?
Too long.
A year and
3 months. Today. It's 25th today. No, it's not. It's 27th. 3.
oh yeah, 3.
And I filmed it as well, so if you want to go see it, go. I'll leave a link down
Check
there.
it out.
Because I feel like a lot of people be like, I didn't know they got married. When did they get married? How are you finding it? Honestly.
Expensive. Because now you have to go to the bar and then you have to order a drink for yourself and your own half now. If you buy a meal, you have to pay.
How long were you two together before you got engaged?
4 years.
No, because I always said I'd only propose at 4.
18th, no. 21st of the 8th, 2012. No, that's when we got together. Is it?
Pretend I never asked.
Okay.
Like, do you feel that you waited a long time, or did you think it was quite an instant thing?
No, I thought it felt quite quick. No, not quick, but it felt just right. But if someone asked me and said, oh, how long you been together? And I said, they're like, whoa.
Yeah, loads of people get engaged now within like 2 years of being together, but they don't realise that they're still in the honeymoon phase, if that makes sense.
Do you want to briefly say your, like, proposal story? Because I think that's quite interesting. And then we'll get into, like, wedding shiz.
I went out in the garden and I asked your mum, I said, I've got Vicky's birthday present, but I'd like to ask your opinion on it. And I was like, yeah, I'd like to propose to Vicky. And your mum was like, oh, right. And then your mum was well up for it. And then I booked the tickets because booked tickets to Paris. My dad drove us to the airport, but Vic still didn't know where it was. And as soon as we were approaching Gatwick, that's when I gave Vic euros and your passport, didn't I?
Aww.
We arrived at Paris, and then as we drove, we saw loads of lockets, didn't we, on the bridge? And then I started getting like really panicky. I was like, oh my god, we need to get off, Vic. We need to get off. And you were like, why are you getting moody? I was like, I'm not getting moody. We just need to get off. So we got off the bus. Then we went on the lock bridge thingy and we were like walking around and everything. And then I said, Vic, why don't we get one? And she was like, okay. So we wrote our name and everything on it, didn't we? Put it on, and then Vic threw the key in the thingy. And she said, yeah, but we're not gonna get married. And I was just like, okay. Shitting. And then I got the ring out and I proposed and she cried.
Oh, it's giving me goosebumps. But there's more to that story as well.
In that same week when Scarlett asked my family, I said to my mum that I was thinking of proposing to Scarlett. That's why mum reacted a bit like, oh, okay. And I was like, she's acting a bit weird. But obviously it's because we were both thinking about doing it the same week. And that's when...
You must have thought she wasn't supporting you.
Yeah,
yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, because you and Lorna were both acting a bit weird as well.
I was really stressed.
And then Ellie was like, no, don't do it, and all this. I was like, oh, really?
Wait, I didn't say don't do it. Wait, did I? Being in a situation where your sister says at the same time as their partner, like, oh, I'm gonna propose, like, do you say, yeah, go for it, and just hope that, like, they're cool with that? Or if you say no, not no, but if you're a bit, they might get offended. If I don't say anything, is one of them gonna be like, why didn't you tell me? So I was just really stressed. I was like rocking for about a week, and then you're both telling me about rings, and I was like, you're both getting the same ring.
Yeah, they ended up the same ring.
They bought the same ring as well.
And then Scarlett always said when I first met her that she'd want to be proposed to in a pyramid. So we went to Egypt, and there were obviously not all 4 gays over there. So I quietly took Scarlett into a tomb.
Because Vic had done it when she was lying in like
a tomb.
It was literally like a moulding of a sarcophagus where it had been lying, and Vic was laying in there pretending to be a mummy. And I was just like,
And I went to try and find the ring in my bag, but because I wrapped it up in a sock in a box, I couldn't find it, could I?
you were so panicky. You were shaking. I was like, because you were like,
I couldn't see.
find my phone. I can't find my phone.
Yeah, I couldn't see. It was about 47 degrees down there. I was dripping. I could feel like sweat going down my back.
Oh.
It stunk of like dead things, and I thought I was going to fall into his tomb. So I was like this. I was like,
So cute though. You were proper like shaking, and then you started crying, and I was like, I can't cry because we both come up crying. It's gonna look really weird.
That's cute. I thought I wanted to bring that up. What came first? The egg or the chicken? No. What came first in the planning?
because I always said I'd had a place in mind, so I took her there.
Yeah, it was like Beauty and the Beast.
She's the
Was
beast.
that you just went to visit it like from the outside, or do you visit it?
Well, I think, yeah, we went in there, didn't we? And we had a chat with the receptionist lady at the time. And I think she offered us a day to go have a tour around.
Well, the
'Cause
ceremony.
Ceremony.
Put your teeth back in.
Room wasn't all that. It was until you went downstairs.
So they had suggested that we have the ceremony room in the same room that we were going to have the reception in. And we were just like, what the hell? We were a bit panicky about that, but luckily it didn't pan out that way. But the ceremony room was a bit naff because there were like toilet signs and everything everywhere. But we had
Yeah, but they've done a really good job of
covering it.
Yeah.
Definitely did. But it was definitely downstairs bit because people were amazed when as soon as the doors opened they walked down the stairs. They were amazed by that as well, weren't they?
So that was pretty straightforward. You didn't really have any like. So that was pretty straightforward. You didn't really have any like competition. You just sort of saw it and was like,
Damn, yeah.
I looked around, like, yeah, what my friends had got
Google
married.
images.
so you put a deposit down or something. I don't know how that even works.
Yeah, we did put down the deposit because when we did, the woman was like, okay, so we're going to do it for 2017. We were like, no, 2018. They were like, no. When did we get married? What year is it? It was 2015
Oh,
we went to go
15,
book
yeah.
it.
And then it was 2017.
17, and she was like, oh, you're really thinking ahead, aren't you? And we were just like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
I can't remember if it's true, but the different day that you can book changed the price and stuff. Is that right? I hear a lot of people. I went to a Monday wedding once, and then in the speech, the man was saying like, "Thank you for everyone coming. You're probably supposed to be working today, but you managed to get like 50% off my wedding."
Yeah.
So is that true? Is that a
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
On the weekend, it's
More expensive, isn't it?
near enough double.
Jeez. I mean, it means that everyone can turn up, I guess, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, we
That
had ours
and-
Friday, which is because
Yeah.
ours was a bank holiday weekend.
We had the
so,
Monday off as well.
Yeah, everybody had like a long weekend.
That's why we booked it so early.
But then wouldn't it have been more expensive because you picked a desirable weekend?
Because it was bank holiday, that didn't matter.
Okay.
It just chance.
So what came after that?
We did come after that.
Dress, wasn't it? You got your dress quite early.
I think that would be my first thing.
Would it? You literally
Probably.
just get your dress. Sod the venue. I don't care about the venue.
The other thing,
lovely.
Ellie saw what she was wearing, but I didn't.
Oh my god, that's
want
the
to
that's the
clash.
other thing. They were both sending me like, oh, I want this, I want that, but we don't want to clash. So is that okay? And I'm like, well, I can't really say much because I'm going to give it away.
And there was one point where me and Scarlett were looking at dresses and we sent each other exactly the same picture with dress.
Same
Pinterest.
dress. And then you both picked the same, I don't know if I ever even ended up telling you this, but you both picked the same veil and I had to sway one of your opinions to pick the other one.
Ow.
Did you know that?
No.
I think Scarlett bought hers and then Vicky was like, I want this one, and Mum was like, she can't get that one because, I mean, you could, but I think the same veil with a different dress would just look a little bit strange. If you were doing the same everything, it might look alright, or like same shoes and veil might look cute. But I was like, oh, I think that's gonna like clash a little bit. So I was like, we don't like that one, Vicky. And you were like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do the other one. And you like really easily went with it, and I was like, sweet. And whose was more expensive?
Yours was to start off with, but it got reduced, wasn't it?
Yeah, because mine was second hand. So my advice to you guys is to go for second hand dresses, just because you're only going to wear it once.
Or pre-loved. as they call it.
Pre-loved. Oh yeah, so beautiful. My dress was originally 2.5, I think it was. And then it got reduced down to 800 and something just because it was wore once.
And also you might look at like new dresses and say, oh, it's not too bad, but then sometimes you've got to make adjustments.
Yeah, which adds on to the price.
What about renting dresses? Would you recommend that as well? I know that it's a little bit risky because if you ruin it slightly or whatever.
It makes sense if you
suits, can't
could.
you?
Yeah, it would make sense if you could with dresses. You're only going to wear it once. It's like me and you, we don't know what to do with our dress now.
I'm trying to sell it. So if anyone wants to buy it, I'll put the link down here.
And
You can buy Scarlett's.
I genuinely will if you want me to. That is your dress up somewhere or are you not?
it's in the loft.
Hers is
Okay. If you
beautiful.
I was on the website, that was the first dress that popped up and I was like, I really like that. As soon as I walked in, it was already hung up on show. I was like, I have to have that. I tried it on and I was the only one that fit into it as well, so I was just like, oh my god.
because yours was quite small, was it cheaper?
It rarely fitted anyone.
So did that make them drop it down or not?
Not sure.
Did you both get it from the same place? Can't remember.
Yeah. There wasn't many places around here that did.
Pre-loved.
Yeah, or just like on the cheaper side. They were
Yeah.
all made to fit you. So they'll cost you about $4,000 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Which reminds me, there's a Facebook group that I want to quickly shout out for this video called Coco Melody. They have actual like walk-in stores that you can try the dresses on in, and an online store as well. It looks quite similar to where you got yours from, but they have like a support group on Facebook, so when you're buying from them, you can go into the group with other girls who are buying dresses from them and like show each other what you got, what you learned. You can give them tips and advice, a bit like what we're doing, but they do it like in the face. Because how many other people did you know getting married at the same time as you? Like, it's hard to go through an experience with someone when getting married is it happens once in your life, so it's quite rare to do it at the same time as someone else.
This is true.
So that's pretty good. I'll leave a link down there, and you can also, they do like adjustments as well for dresses. So if I was to see Scarlett's dress for instance and be like, okay, I need that like exact adjustment, I look like I have her exact body, blah blah blah, they can just like message each other and like share the same person who did theirs, share the same like colour of dress, the maker and all that. I think it's a really good idea because once again, it's real people, it's not models. So like if you see a bigger girl and she's got a nice dress on, you think, I'm a bigger girl, I need that kind of thing. So if you're interested in that, I'll leave that for you down here as well as Vicky's dress. You need to get your one up maybe.
It's very sentimental to me, and I might keep it and then make it into something.
Oh,
That's cute.
I'm going to make my dress into a pillow so I can suffocate my wife.
I know a lot of people do this where they wear their family member's dress, like their mums or something.
Get it altered.
And that's not only sweet but cheap as chips.
it's true.
But no, I will leave your little dress, your big dress, down there if people are interested.
And I'm open for offers.
Oh,
What's that You're married. This is what we're talking about.
Watch out for what colour you choose too, because a lot of people are saying go for white.
It's weird, isn't it? Because you think white dresses, that's a bride's dress. That's
white
what I've always
flushes
thought.
the person out a lot if you're not.
You'll look nice if you've got auburn hair.
Next time you go to a wedding or just looking at dresses, you'll notice that they're not actually white, which blew my mind. I didn't actually know until I went with you. I went with Vicky to see her in her dresses that she was trying on, and it was all cute. Our mum cried. Well, she didn't cry, but she was like, a little tear was like lingering in her eye. The choices, like I was blown away when I walked in. You just think, oh, pick something that you like, but then when you see it in front of you, it looks so different to maybe online or in a catalogue or in the window even. On your body, it might sit a bit weird and differently and stuff.
Yeah, because you've got to remember that these models that are doing it are like models.
Yeah.
They've got like...
They're models for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so obviously try it on, and maybe try it on different, if you can, different times of the month. Would you recommend that?
Definitely, because I made the fatal mistake of trying it on just after I'd finished my menstrual cycle, and after that I don't eat, so I go like really thin. On the actual wedding day I was bloated because I was just about to start. So I had a little bit of a bulge, which didn't help anyway because I couldn't bloody breathe in it as it was. And I was just like, I can't slouch, I can't do anything, I can't breathe.
So what was next? Bridesmaids dresses?
Yeah, you got them.
That was online, right, for both of you? I want to know what your opinion is on online dress shopping, because to me it sounds petrifying, but you really pulled it off.
Well, first of all, find like a dress that everyone would like, and then find a dress that's available in all different shapes and sizes, and then find a dress that's the
Everyone
right
would
sort of
suit
material.
colour as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the material we chose, or a lot of the other materials, clung on to like your body in weird places. So I had to be like, no, not that one.
I think you've also got to kind of hope that your bridesmaids would be nice enough just to be like, it's your day, just tell me what you want me to wear.
And also trying to find one that isn't too expensive.
Well, that's why I think a lot of people go online now for, especially bridesmaids dresses. Well, I can still get a nice dress, but for like easily like half the price of what you would. But if you went bridesmaid shopping in an actual bridal shop, which you can do, but can you imagine that price tag?
It's awful. I don't understand.
And you've got to get like 6 of them as well. And then so you ordered your ones and we tried them on, and I don't think you returned any, did you? Or did you?
There's one. Return it and then just leave it.
Oh, we just left it.
I mean, once again, there's not many places around here that sell bridesmaids dresses. Really, is it?
So sometimes you've got no choice but to look online.
Yeah.
I think it's cheaper online.
Yeah.
Get better deals online.
Just make sure you look at materials as well. You might think, oh, no one will know unless you touch it, but it's a long dress. If you get long dresses anyway, you're going to know the way it sounds silly, but the way it shines, or like how it flows in the wind. It might look a little bit like tacky or something. So make sure you look at material. Any regrets, things that went wrong during the day? What would you say not to do?
Don't wear heels, because I woke up with like 6 blisters, and I
thought you
blistered
had-
where I didn't think I
Didn't
could.
wear them. I thought she wore her flats as well, but she never put them on.
Kept thinking, right, I'll go up those stairs and put my flats on. And then another tune came on, and I was like, I like this tune. Next minute I was at the bar, and it's a vicious circle.
Yeah, so they did purposely buy trainers, right? Converse. Did you wear yours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. She was sensible. You could have just like kicked the heels off and.
Oh yeah, I did that in the end.
Oh right. Okay.
I just had black feet.
So don't wear heels.
Buy a shiwi.
Buy a shiwi.
Shiwi.
When you go to the toilet.
Bridesmaids are for.
I know, but
I literally didn't help you go to the toilet once.
Kate
I didn't
did.
even ever see you go to the toilet. I've heard a lot of people say that the day goes really quickly.
Oh my God.
Ridiculously quick. I don't even really remember.
People always say they encourage you to like to step aside and like take in the moment a bit. But I don't really know how you're supposed to do that when you've got so many things to think about.
Like, there's so many people that want to come see you and talk to you.
I feel exhausted after a birthday party.
Yeah.
So if it was my wedding day,
oh my God, that next morning when I woke up, I actually felt like I'd been run over by a truck and then dragged backwards into a bush.
We spent a year and nearly 2 years planning a wedding, and then all of a sudden you just wake up and boom, that's it.
Yeah, I felt a bit like I was a rocket had gone off.
it's a bit
And
empty.
then I was just like an empty rocket on the floor.
I'm sure there's a term for it, like,
Wedding blues.
yeah,
isn't it?
you get a little bit depressed in a way. And I've known a couples to cut their honeymoon in half so they have something to do after their wedding.
But yeah, that's why we left Australia till January, so it was a big gap.
Like, I would highly recommend just taking a break from everyone and then just get rid of like the blues in a way. It doesn't even have to be anything big.
What about your hen do's? How early on was that? Do you think that was at a good time?
It was a week before the wedding.
So was that a good idea or no?
Thinking about it, no. But at the time it worked.
I thought it was a brilliant idea.
Like, if someone said that
depends
to me,
what
like,
you're
oh, let's do a
doing
week
as well.
before, I'd be like,
I don't know how you enjoyed yourself then. If it was a week before, I would just be sat there the whole time like, it's gonna go wrong, I'm shitting myself. I might
all
want to
I was
celebrate
dreading out the
afterwards.
whole wedding was the weather.
The
I was
weather.
thinking, if this rains, the picture's gonna be bad, everyone's gonna look bad.
You can
No one's gonna
control
wanna come.
most other things, but you can't control weather.
If anything, it was too hot.
Yeah, it was really nice.
One of the hottest days of the year, wasn't it? If you look after your bridesmaids, they will look after you.
Oh.
So there was an incident with me and my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is Irish, and we were having a drinking competition because, you know, I think it's all a lie that Irish can handle their drinks. So I was like doing Jaeger bombs with him and everything, which was probably a bad idea anyway. And then I went and threw up, and all my bridesmaids came and followed me. And one was holding my veil, another was holding my dress, and another one was talking to me and rubbing my back. So after I'd thrown up and everything, I come back out, and I was just like, right, let's continue. And he didn't know that I had thrown up. So I just continued.
Top tips with Scarlett.
Top tips.
And we
Don't
drunk-
drink with an Irishman.
And we drunk the bar dry.
We actually did. They
had
drink
no
the bar
alcohol left.
dry. They had no Jägermeister left, no Di Serrano left,
No
no
Captain Morgan.
Morgan Spice left. It's because he was buying literally everybody a drink. Everyone.
Oh, yeah,
Also,
I can
something
help.
I would say to someone who's about to attend a close family member's wedding, don't expect to see them very much or talk to them very much
Not
that
at
day,
all.
because I think I probably spoke to you don't know if I even spoke to you.
And obviously you've got the evening guests that come that weren't there
Yeah,
for the wedding,
yeah.
so they like want to talk to you
And
and
then
know
I think,
how it
well,
went.
I see you a
and-
lot, so I just let them get on with it. But there'll be moments where I see you in the corner, like, oh, she's free, and I'm like, do. And by the time I get there, someone else is like, and then you just become this like crowd. You're never on your own. Anything else before we leave? They're getting a house soon.
Yes.
I don't want to jinx it. I'll have
Hopefully
to
in
post this
2
when we
weeks.
do.
Oh, it's only 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
What's it
Oh,
for?
it's a Christmas.
Door.
Enjoy it. Everything. And enjoy afterwards as well. It doesn't feel any different. You just got a ring on your finger.
Don't be perfectionist as well.
Oh, definitely. And don't worry about alcohol on tables, because no one ever drinks the alcohol that's on the tables.
Or eats the buffet.
Don't
Or
spend.
eats the buffet.
I don't know about if you agree on this, but I would say don't stress on spending too much on your guests. Just remember
Don't.
it's your day.
Don't care about the guests at all. Flowers don't matter. They'll
Flowers
die tomorrow.
dying, yeah.
What else?
This is a negative ending. Don't stress on who you invite. Was that a
Definitely
problem?
don't stress on who you invite. If it's your cousin's boyfriend, don't worry about him.
Yeah.
And then after you get married, if you want to live happily, just what would you say? The secret to being happy after you get married is
Don't fall asleep on an argument.
Ah!
and she's always right.
Why are you getting closer to me, closer to the camera? Look, you're like, oh, you can lean over.
We're one now.
I'm literally over here. Like, do you guys just want to take over?
We are one.
Yes, I mean.
Look, see, don't we look the same? You start looking alike as well. It's like dogs and owners. I think she's the dog.
Anyway, I feel like a third wheel on my own channel right now. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked this, thumbs up. Oh, we want to do like a wedding game with them too, so I'll have to figure that out properly. Thank you. Oh, Vicky's got an Instagram. Check that out. Have you got anything?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm on social media such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Subscribe to my channel.
boob.
No. Wrong sister.
Subscribe to my channel to be notified every time I make a brand new video.
Young children.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, can we take a couple of photos, me and Scarlett?
Why?
Thanks. What about me?